Hello, everybody. You're getting my audio. There we go. Whoo, friends. It's been a morning. How is everyone? Justin, you're early. I was late. Everything's going according to plan. I just like to schedule things up and against themselves. How is everybody? Are we doing well? I'm just going to quickly make sure that we're streaming everywhere that we want to. Which today does not include LinkedIn, mainly because LinkedIn said, and I said, okay, that's fine, if that's how you feel. And so we are here. All right. 4 folks on the live stream here, on the YouTube live stream. Hello, everyone. I haven't eaten yet today. That's been fun. Let's see if we've got YouTube is hooray. Let me go see if anybody has happened to drop anything into the. And Justin, if you're here and you're planning and your question, go ahead and sound off right now. Just like say me in the chat or something, so that I know that you would like to cover something. Priority goes to our folks and our chatters that are here. I think all of these I've been through. Yeah, cool. Cool, excellent. Who else is here? We're up to 7 folks. Folks, as you come in, just go ahead and say hi, sound off. Let us know that you are here. It's been a busy week, as we were all talking about so far. Very understandable for all of us to be going through that. Let me come over to here briefly and open a blank window for that. Cool. And then come back to our main window. Hey, Fabian. How are you? Do you have anything you want to talk about or go over today? Pardon me for the eating phone, friends. Tim, hello. Eight people. This is exciting. Lose my mind. 4:01 a.m.? Did you mean? Oh, no. Am I late? Am I early? Okay, sorry. I thought you said 4:01 a.m. You meant 4:01 p.m. I am very worried for you that somewhere you were joining us from 4:01 a.m. And I would have been like, my friend, you have to sleep. Anything on folks' minds today that they'd like to talk about? Anything you've been thinking about? Any questions you've had about anything lately? I know that I have some stuff to get out that I've been behind a little bit on, really related to my newsletter, which would give us more information in a lot of places. We usually have at least one question. What do we have going on? Let's see. How is the trend of those trying to users Confluence and Jira to cloud? Are they doing a deep cleanup? How about training? Interesting. Oh, Justin, you're looking for where would you find a Jira project already put together? Do you have a Jira instance that you already have access to? Or are you like, how do I play around with Jira? And Fabian, I'm taking a look at some things that we can do in terms of have Jira, the project. You have Jira, the application, but you don't have any data. So you're trying to understand. Gotcha. Let's see here. Ha ha ha. Recommendation, Justin. This is a great. I'll actually show you this live. So they don't they don't provide a bunch of data if you want to like have it already in there. But let me show you how you can easily generate your own. And the way you do that is, and we'll use ChatGPT. You're trying to make your own project, but you don't have enough knowledge to make it look like in the work field. Um, why don't you I wish there was an easy way to like no brilliant ways to send people links here, which is really annoying. Why don't you drop it and join me, okay? And we can chat a little bit more together. Once you join, I can change the link. Not everybody in the world will be able to join by that, so that'll keep us from the spam. and we'll do this together. If you can't join, that's okay. But here's how we're going to start. We're going to we're going to walk through this article that was written by Jens Schumacher, who is a community champion and also is the creator of Beast. So, but you need some data. Perfect. Hey, Justin. So Justin, you have a project in Jira, but there's no data in it because you're just using Jira the first time.
Run that by me one more time.
So the situation in which you don't have data in Jira, is that because you're in a fresh instance of Jira?
That is correct. Fresh instance.
Okay, cool. So we're going to walk through this process. So this is written by Jens Schumacher, who's a community champion. I'm going to drop this link in the channel. But basically, Atlassian doesn't have a default demo data generator. So you can just use almost any AI tool to generate the data. So that you can have some fake demo project data. So the first thing we're going to do here, obviously, is we're going to, so we'll just walk through this and then we'll go to the actual program. So we'll ask ChatGPT for the correct format. That'll help set it up so that it knows that it's doing the right thing, because otherwise it will make up things. Next, what you can do is then you'll ask it to generate the data. Where it says the reporter is always example at release.so. So you'd want to use probably your own email address as that, like whatever one is set up in the system. And you can tell it how many issues you want. And you can change the situation. Like you might not be building a task management application. You might be building something else. So you can give it some ideas there. And then you want to double check the response. And the most important thing is that when you ask it for the correct format, you want to make sure that you actually have the correct other. I'm going to throw another in here. Import data from a CSV file. So this is Jira Cloud. This is what we want. So this gives you an idea as well. So here's the requirements, so that you'll be able to check your file, like what it gives you that actually matches what you're supposed to have.
Okay.
So then, and if it's wrong, just tell it it's wrong and tell it to fix it. Like here, it used 4 hours instead of the number in seconds in its structure. And he just told it, like, change the time tracking numbers from hours to seconds and only use the number, no letter. And then you can get the instruction again, like how do you import a CSV file in Jira if you need that, or use the file that I just sent you. And then that's how, or like the file that I just generated, and then that'll work. So now let's go ahead and do it. We'll walk through this again. So, all right, fine. Update ChatGPT. Give it a second because it wants the right update. All right, here we go. All right, so our first step is to ask it, what's the correct format for a Jira Cloud import of issues? Right, we're going to be doing the CSV format here. So we'll go ahead and ask it now, as it says. So I'll tell it, create example data using the CSV import via the Jira Cloud UI structure format. Pretend what are we building?
A kitchen.
All right. I'm going to go with an industrial kitchen for a restaurant for fun.
Okay.
I don't really need. Yeah, well, you leave bugs. All right. The reporter. And I'm going to give it those extra prompts just because what we've learned in the time since previously is I'm going to tell it, like, make sure you have the required headers in place and check the format before you deliver it. Just really remind it what it's supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take its sweet time. Let me know if you add. Okay, so let's take a look at this file. We'll see how well it did. Mm.
5 epics.
Yeah, I had to put a bunch of stuff in there. So why is it? My computer loves to do this thing now, where it likes to pretend that a file I missed
Mm-hmm.
in the UI, and I'm not really sure why it's its new favorite thing. So I'll go to search for something in Finder, and it'll be like, no, you didn't actually create that. So give me 1 second. I just found it, and I'm opening it up in Excel. See how it did. Okay, what it is missing here is, I'm going to share my screen here. Well, did I?
Let's see Chat GPT.
Yeah, I just told it to her, but unable to share the screen to look at Excel. This is computers are like really impressive sometimes. Okay, it only wants ChatGPT, so let me stop sharing and try to reshare. Well, at the moment, this is well, it now says now this screen won't do anything. That's fun. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to reload. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or it should be. We'll see whether it will do anything right now. It will. There we go. All right, we're back.
Okay.
All right. What I want is actually this. There we go. Okay, now if I share my screen and we go back here and we try to share, will it work this time? Okay, anyway, it's not going to work. It won't let me share that for some reason. But what it didn't do is it created epics, but it did not create any like epic links or links between epics and issues. So I need to tell it to do that. Yeah, okay, this is good. Apparently the entire share screen apparatus is currently not working. That's fun. Let's see here. For Mac, privacy and security. I'm just checking to see if I can see why it's doing this. But what we want to do at this point is, so I would then go back to it. I'm just going to tell it, regenerate with the appropriate issue linking between Jira and, or between epics and stories. Or epics and child issues. Cool. So I'm going to do that. And then I can probably do this. Let me see. Okay, so now it's got proper epic child linking. So let's see if that's the case. You take a look at it. It says that it's correct. Let's see. Is it? Let me just check what it says in terms of the instructions when I'm importing here. No. Well, let's see here. Parent-child issue relationship to work. It's generating the issue keys. So, okay. So then what we would do is like for a new project. I got it. So to do this, what I'm actually going to do is it still didn't do it right. So I'm going to actually give it. This is a great example of UI, which is I'm going to be AI and be like, I'm going to say like follow the instructions on these 2 pages. Make sure the parent-child linking is correct. You will need to put in work item numbers. Because to do parent-child linking, you have to have an ID for the parent, which means, and that has to go in first, which means you basically have to give it you have to give it an ID up front. which you can do, but if you're just importing blank and you're just doing issues, it'll just generate those. And so if you're not doing like tasks underneath or anything, you don't need that. But that's the one catch there. I'll have a monster. It's worked its thing. I'm opening another browser to see if I can share from that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because computers are fun. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's still just... Wait, what did it do? Did it not even take that? What is going on? Huh. Um, it just like failed to generate, which is weird. So, okay. Okay, now it's getting there. All right. Now it's like, let me know if you'd like a full generated CSV with the full 50 rows. Yes. Please do generate it yourself. There, okay, did it put an ID in? Yes, it did. Okay. There we go. So now, open up a new doc. Then, yeah, man. How are you going? Did you get it to import yet?
Not yet.
All right, I'm about to do text to columns in good old, there we go, in good old Jira, or good old Excel, so that I could clean up the information. There we go. And now, did they give me the top issue type summary? They did, but it didn't. Why didn't it copyright? Man. Oh, that was just that one. Okay, they gave me this. Ah, I see what it did here. Okay, and start here. Ah, there we go. Now I've got the data. Okay, so now, but I do want to remove anything inside these freaking little... Yeah, man, I love playing fun games with with data to make sure. I guess those numbers could go in there. No, those won't work because it's an issue type. All right, hold on. Let me clear them out. Okay. Here we go. Man, come on, machines. Like, okay, there we go. I understand why you can't do this in one thing and then just slide it down and get to all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Each one at a time, I get these little guys out, but then I should be able to copy these in at some point. But it's just like one at a freaking time. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Okay, I've got it formatted to a CSV, and I've got it downloaded.
All right. So now what you would do is, hey Trisha, on the sprint report they have asterisks for items added to the sprint. Any way to extract those? We will take a look at that in just a moment. This person is straight up a troll in Twitch, but oh, I really love that Safari just won't open. What?
Oh my
What is happening to my life today? Anyway, so to do the next step, we want to go to. I'll just walk you through it like from my computer here. I can't share anything at the moment. So in Jira, you want to go from you want to hit the, well, let me just get into one of my demo instances. Okay. In a demo Jira instance, the next thing you want to do is go to the gear item.
Gotcha.
Then you want to go to system.
Gotcha.
And then you want to click, you want to do internal system or external system import.
Come on, left-hand side. External system import. Got it.
Yep. And then you're going to hit CSV down at the bottom.
Got it. Upload CSV file.
Yep.
Find it. Okay. Project manage Jira. Got it. Open. Uploading. Uploaded. Next. Project name.
You can select the project that you have got a project that's there, so you can import it into. You should be able to go ahead and share your screen if you want to show me, since I can't share my screen.
Let's see. There we go.
So then, all right, add to the scene. Bam. Ah!
There we go. How's that?
Great. Okay. Yep. So now you're just going to create a project here that works fine, unless you already have one. But
Yeah,
you can just
so
put it in testing. All right. Cool. Then you're going to go ahead and go next. Yep. It matches them automatically for you.
Okay.
Included in the import. Yep.
Okay. Go next.
Yep. There you always put that out there. Map work item ID to proceed. Add the work item ID along with the parent ID and work type columns. Okay. Scroll down. Let me see something.
That's first goes.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That makes sense because you've got parents. This is what I was talking about. You got to have the the IDs. Are they in there? I don't think they came in your CSV, are they? Because your CSV only has those 4 columns.
Yeah.
So let's open the CSV. I mean, and you can tell. This is what I was working with ChatGPT. Was like telling it you need to have these IDs.
You want me to go into ChatGPT?
Either way, or you can do it manually, or you can do it directly. It's up to you. You can like fix your CSV
All right, go
yourself.
walk me through it.
Okay.
Let's see. That one. Here.
Okay. So tell it that we need to have work item ID and parent ID. Or like okay, sorry. So right, work item ID is required, and so is parent ID. And they need to have a let's see, each project has a new number. Yeah, it needs to also start with it needs to have a project key in front of it too, in the work item ID.
Okay. Product key?
A project key, so like CSV. Just tell it to use CSV, project key CSV, and then dash.
Okay.
Oh no, forward like a hyphen. Sorry. Yep, and then tell it that the parent ID of a work item should be the work item ID of its parent.
It should be the work item ID of the parent.
Yeah, so then go up to so the parent ID of say of any given work item.
Where at?
So like just before you like at the beginning of this statement. So project key CSV dash, right? That and then hit a space right after the dash.
Okay, okay. Gotcha.
Yep, and then what you're saying is the parent ID, and then instead of the after of,
Yeah.
say any given.
Okay.
And then say after work item, delete ID.
Okay.
With a parent.
Okay. With a parent.
Yep. So now we're just telling it basically you're basically telling it like if the work item has a parent, that
Yeah.
parent ID is actually the work item ID of the parent itself.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, hit in there.
Okay. That is wild.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here and deal with these. But
All right.
summary ID mapping, we're gonna see what this looks like. Okay, let's download it.
Okay. Got that.
All right, let's open it, take a look at it in Excel, see how it did.
Okay.
I have a feeling it didn't listen. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually it did.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right. Oh my gosh, Lisa Jean, go away. There you go.
All right.
So now we'll go back over to our Jira.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go back out. Yep, just like right there. Yep.
Exit.
And
Okay.
now down to upload our CSV again.
Right here.
Yep.
Yep. Right here. Just
Parent ID. You need to select the field to map. So also select. That should be. You should have a field called parent issue or parent. That's what it's called right there. Yep.
okay.
So select that one. Yep. Okay. Project key. You can actually just unselect project key. It'll generate automatically. Yeah. Cool. Yep. All right. And hit next.
Okay.
There you go. That looks right.
Okay.
Hit next. We don't have any users in the CSV. That's right. Cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the assignee and reporter fields will be unassigned. We did ask it to you. We didn't. I guess we didn't ask it to use an email address as the reporter, which is fine. But
Okay.
so just go ahead and hit import.
Okay.
All right, and then once it's done, it'll take you to the project here. So let's just give it a second.
Oh, wow. Okay. On the YouTube chat, what I was asking was, is there a project that someone has already put together that is out there, almost like what we've done here with Chat GPT?
No, Atlassian. No, no, exactly, no. But what they do have in Atlassian, like in Jira, is the ability to create. You can create the project structure, right? Like they have templates, but
Yeah.
there isn't a like with all of the information already in there. No.
Okay.
But you now have the format to just. You mean literally, you can just put it into a CSV and then import it if you want.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Okay.
And if you go to list.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, and then you can expand that right next to TS1. You'll see like over by the little diamond symbol.
That right there?
Nope, over to your left. Keep going. One more. There you go. Right there. Expand. And then you'll get the rest of yours. There you go. And each one of those have ones underneath that too. And I think maybe over, yeah, each one of those has like all your different tasks there as well.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think maybe if you go up to the upper right hand in the blue and go over, keep going and go down, like the three dots there. Let's see what that does. Go to the next one over.
Oh.
Yeah, right there. Expand. Okay, so yeah, you can just hit expand all items right there.
Okay.
There you go. Yep, and you can like if you click the checkbox all the way to the left hand side next to type in the chart area and the list area.
Hang on. Here.
Yep. And click that. That'll let you bulk edit things.
Okay.
You can also just click into one of the. You uncheck that, and then you just click into any of the boxes below. Like click in there, you can edit it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in the bulk edit area. Yeah, so if you click the boxes, if you click the check boxes on the left, you can bulk edit. But otherwise, you can just click directly into one of the like the summary box, or comments, or assign a, and you can just edit. Like you can live edit.
Okay. Okay.
And then I don't know if you have seen yet, but we have. Where did you find out about this? Did you find out about this because I posted on the Atlassian community?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. So on there, you'll also see that there's like Atlassian. There's at the top there's the learning button as well under Atlassian Learning, which will also share. So a bunch of the stuff we're going through is we have a bunch of little bite-sized courses you can take for free.
Yeah, I've started some of those.
Cool. Great. Well, any other questions?
No, that was real helpful.
All right, excellent, Justin. Happy to help.
Yep.
Cool. All right. All right, Trisha, on the sprint report, they have asterisks for items added to the sprint. Is there any way to extract the items that have been added to a sprint? So you're looking for items added after sprint start, Trisha. You're still around? Am I allowed to share anything right now? Ooh, did that work? That worked. Amazing. Cool. Let me know if you're still there, Trisha, and we'll hop into that. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Let's get into it. There is a way. So let me share a new window. See if this works now that it's gotten itself together. There you go. All right. Let's get into Jira. You're welcome to join if you want, Trisha, but let me know after we get in here. So let me go and grab our mobile dev here. Active sprints currently. Okay, what we got in our backlog here? So mobile sprint 1 is currently our active sprint. That sprint is currently running. You see it's running. I could complete the sprint here, but I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, because we're going to I'm going to go to the backlog, and I'm going to pull something from mobile sprint 2 into mobile sprint 1. So now we should see mobile 21 in here. Right, so we just pulled that in. Let's move it over to here, let's say it even gets accepted. Cool. Okay, so now we want to complete the sprint. So we should have one thing that shows up that's been added, right? Let's see here. Sure, move it to mobile sprint 2. And we're going to create a retro? Sure, let's create a retro. But we won't create a retro, actually. We're not going to create a retro. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go to our reports, which is always fun to find now. Right here. Sprint report. Sprint report, mobile sprint. What's this? Oh, it's because this has been in there for forever. There are no story points. Oh, no, there's story points too. My goodness. Anyway, here's our question. Look at these three. These three, 40, 43, and 47 added. Oh, interesting. Not the one that I put in there. Oh, and 21 right there. All added after our sprint start time. And you said, can we extract those? And the answer is yes, we can. So first of all, you can see the status report. You can view it in Issue Navigator. So let's go over there. So this filter here is, I love when filters don't show up, what the details are. Oh, it's probably a gross, like, all right, hold on. Let's add a field called sprint. One. So what we want to do now, a search. Yeah, this is gross. Issue key. So what we want is in a sprint sprint equals mobile sprint 1 So that shows all of our ones that are in mobile sprint 1. Okay. And okay, let me think about this. Let's take a look with JQL. Incorrect. So now I'm going to go to the JQL reference. Oh, that's developer docs. Whoops. Let's look at the functions here. That's assigned to a completed sprint. All right, open sprints and close sprints, future sprints, open sprints. Okay, yeah. Right, you need to have that. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. I was wondering if that was the case. Let's also just confirm that in recently, let's call it the past month, I'm sure people have asked. That's mean. Yeah, I think this is the same issue, which is like, yep, that's what I thought. So currently, you need to do this. You can see the information, but you can't pull it out separately without either writing a JQL function or writing or using an add-on. Now, we spent a little time last week writing JQL functions. There's some great stuff in Jira or in documentation about writing a JQL function. If you pop back on Friday for Forge Fridays, unless anybody else is here, if they're not, maybe right after our break we can get into it. But the deal is ultimately that you do need to write a function because basically Jira does not store in an easily queryable way in the built-in UI issues that were added after a sprint started, because the change on the sprint field is not a queryable piece of information in that same way. Does that make sense, Trisha? So a bunch of tools like this. There's advanced JQL keywords, which will give you additional functions. Usually include something like added after sprint start. Another one that everybody knows, and I'm not really endorsing any of these, I want to be clear, is like if you just search here, just go here and go search for JQL, and then filter by Jira and Cloud. And usually I like to pick, each of these will depend on your different trust levels. Runs on Atlassian means it's only Atlassian's infrastructure. I think most of these probably are. Some of them are, some of them are not. Cloud fortified means that they meet additional security. That's the highest level of security before runs on Atlassian. And then cloud security means that they do have some additional security things. But the point here is that each one of these have written like their own JQL functions. Yep, you are right, Trisha. Yeah, the trick here is that you just can't, by default, get what you want without having to either purchase something or write the code. Like I said, there are there are forged JQL functions, documentation on custom forged JQL functions and how to write them. If that's a thing you want to do, I don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like Atlassian recently has done a video on how to write your own JQL functions. But that would be a great thing for them to do. I will pass that on to the team. Also, we might be. Is there a product manager queue? Oh, right. Okay. So, what's the process for asking for this? The process for asking for this is, man, yeah, I have to tell you this one. Okay, cool. So if you see here, somebody has put in a request here, and actually there's a workaround in this documentation, in this link here. You can create a custom field. You can set up an automation. So there is a way to do this, is that you can create a custom field, then create an automation that every time you have a new change, it will update the information. So this is your workaround right here. The way that you ask them is to go to this ticket and hit vote. But what I would recommend you do is you can wait for Atlassian to do this, or you can learn how to write your own custom JQL functions, or have somebody at your company write a JQL function. Because it isn't that particularly hard to do. And maybe that's what we'll dedicate like Forge Fridays to this week, is going through that. I need to get it done and put it together to make sure that it all works effectively. But then we could definitely go through that on Friday. So yeah, that's the answer there. Wish I had better news. But also Atlassian does have, just one other thing to show you, is like they get you most of the way there. Well, part of the way there. I'm not going to pretend. Yeah. Atlassian has made some example apps that will show you how this works. So that's the other thing you can do, is take that and take a look at that and see if you feel comfortable modifying that to your own ways of working. And also, here's the thing you can do is get started with Forge. Atlassian now has a learning if you go to Atlassian.com/learning, I think that's the URL. It's hard for me to know because I always go to community. Yeah, here we go. If you go in here and you go to the learning catalog and you search for Forge, oh wow, when did we get so many more? Oh wait, these are lessons inside of the learning path, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, get the most out of Forge right here. Here's the learning path to help you learn how to do Forge stuff. Oh, and they didn't tell me that they also released Expand Your Forge Skills and Build and Deploy Your First Forge app. So, the important thing here is that actually Atlassian has a bunch of information that you can learn how to do some of this stuff with Forge, so that if you'd like to, you can go ahead. Oh, right. They're all together, aren't they? That's what I forget. Then get started quickly with Forge, expand your Forge skills. So, yeah, they are all here, and you can walk through doing these. This is the Get the Most Out of Forge learning path, and that will help you learn how to use Atlassian Forge so that you yourself can work on, can learn how to do this. I know, Trisha, but I trust you. I know you can do it. I don't even know if it's where my learning is. I have too many different places to learn stuff. Nope, it's in another one of my accounts. Is this my community account? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm logged into. So I switched to one of my other ones and it'll be in there. But yeah, that's the answer there. Anybody else here right now? It is 3:17 p.m. If what I think we might do now is we can go on a little bit more. Hey, Lena. Or we can take a quick break. It's been about an hour. Always love to give folks a little bit of break. Yeah, unless folks have an objection, let's take a little break. Folks should get some water. That way, everybody is feeling good. And let's be back at 3:30 p.m. So let's do a new scene here. Oh, this is old. And give me 1 second here. So where did all of our backgrounds go, huh? Man, computers suck. Okay, somehow I muted my whole self. I'm back now. I'm just trying to get into a window here to let people know. And then can I add a freaking... I can't set the timer, can I? Okay, here we go. It is 3:25, folks. Let's take a break and we'll be back at 3:40. Nope, because machines are broken. What? Ah, there we are. We'll be back at 3:40 p.m. There it is. And now let me put some music on for folks while we go. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? We'll stop sharing our screen here. All right, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Who's here? Who's around? What's new? Lena, you're probably here. Justin, I'm glad you're having a blast with everything. That's really great to hear. Using AI to make your program. Yeah, and also Atlassian has a bunch of AI features. I would check out the coding tool that they have, which is really amazing. Um, just quick promotional break for everybody. Um, I, I don't understand why they always make it so difficult for me to create a whole new scene without adding everything. Like, I just want to add a scene. It's going to be media. Oh, that's how we do this. I think, yeah, but I don't want it to be shown live right now. Like, I want it to be me talking right now. And then I want to choose the media live and set it up. But apparently, that's a thing you can only do like offline. You have to have this all set up in advance. So frustrating. Um, so I do want to just share something else, something Lena is perfectly aware of, but I want to share this out with folks right now. Um, actually, yeah, we'll start here. We've got AI Summer Camp with Atlassian Robo coming up on Friday, August 22nd. Oops. For those of you that are in the area, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to be really fun and really exciting. We can't wait for folks to show up all day. We've got some incredible people coming, and I do want to briefly talk about the folks who are attending as the um, incredible, just our incredible folks that are attending with for the event. Uh, so give me 1 second here, and I'll add that information in to share with everybody. Computers. Is it under here? One of these things you learn very quickly is that you just like end up with too many folders with too many things. Ah, here we go. All these folks coming. I'm really excited. We've got an incredible lineup. There is one person who's not on the list, and I have to fix that because he's amazing too. Okay. That presentation is not the right size. That's funny. Whoops. Huh. Well, you learn things every day, you know? Create a presentation. Is there like a perfect square size for the presentation? I don't know. Anyway, we have a bunch of folks that are going to be part of our event, which I'm really excited about. And I'm happy to take folks through who they are. So let me switch over to share my screen over here. One of these is that scene. Oh, cool. Sorry, friends. We just hit that moment where the web browser stops working. This is why I'm working on adding a dedicated um, application for streaming off of my machine. Because right now I stream straight out of the browser, and sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelmed. Let's see if we're back now and I can press buttons. I literally still cannot press buttons. Um, now I can. Perfect. All right, I want to walk you through some of the amazing people we have coming to camp. I'm really excited about the folks that are coming to AI Summer Camp, and then we'll hop right back into our our session. But I would be mistaken in not sharing this community event with folks because the speakers are just so awesome. So first, we have Sanjay. And let me tell you a little bit about Sanjay Kulkarni. Let me just pull up, here we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. I had to find where I have the bios in the most easily accessible place, which is apparently not here because of the internet. Well, anyway, Sanjay is one of the very first AI solution architects from Atlassian, and he's doing just trying to find the bios. It's wild. This is how hard it is to find. Okay, anyway, I'm going to start with Ian because I have his. Ian Buchanan. Ian is the first AI agent solution architect at Atlassian. Ian focuses on the application of Rovo's agentic AI capabilities to customer problems. In a decade at Atlassian, Ian's helped many of Atlassian's largest customers and partners build apps that extend and integrate into Atlassian's teamwork graph. While Ian is an accomplished programmer and technical architect, he's best known as a champion of lean, agile, and DevOps practices in large enterprises. Ian is an incredibly cool guy. I have had the opportunity and luck to work with him several times. So he's absolutely phenomenal. Then let me get to Sanjay. Sanjay has worked with many companies and executives to propose digital transformation and AI strategy to solve complex business problems. He's leveraged his experience in big data analytics, AI, towards product building and P&L to advise many Fortune 100 companies in consumer goods, digital, social media, and consulting companies. At Atlassian, Sanjay works across our Gen AI platform, Rovo. He brings his Microsoft Copilot, analytics, and big data platform experience to help our customers make the right investment. Atlassian's customers make the right investments with AI with time to value. All right. So also Connie Lanter. Where's Connie's? I have it somewhere. It's just that all of these things are in Slack. I'm still working on finding Connie's, but Connie is really amazing. She does a bunch of stuff across Atlassian's portfolio in terms of working with strategic clients, and is going to be doing an overview of Rovo and AI at Atlassian and how people can use it, especially folks who aren't technical. Sanjay is going to be working with Sanjay and Ian are going to be presenting on AI, both what like AI looks like across the like the marketplace landscape and how folks are like how you do it in a bunch of different places. What does extensibility look like? Um, Ian and I will be doing the developer experience workshop as well as coding Forge agents. And Sanjay will be doing no code agent Rovo Builder. And then we also have Adam St. Pre, who is the head of solution architecture at Atlassian. Where's Adam? Why is he not in here? He's in another one. But oh, here he is. Adam is the head of solution architecture at Atlassian, and he is also going to be going over basically AI and trust. So how do you look at your organization? How do you think about trust? how do you make sure that what you're doing really fits in with the values that you have as an organization from a trust perspective to make sure that people are comfortable using AI? How do you get people comfortable using AI in a way that respects like their own agency and everything there? And then finally, Sasha. I've also had the real luck and honor to work with Sasha previously. Sasha used to be at Loom and now is at Atlassian. Um, and Sasha will be going over the entirety of how the Teamworks collection, so that's Confluence, Jira, and Loom, can really be used to support like how AI really works within that Teamwork collection to engage organizations and to allow them to go over the top and really deliver incredible results and cut down the amount of time that employees have to do busy work. So we're really excited about summer camp. It's going to be something else. I really hope that folks are able to attend. And again, it is at, man, just keep doing these weird buttons. That's what I wanted to do. It is Friday, August 22nd, 2025, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Los Angeles Airport. I believe we actually still have like 4 or 5 more days for the hotel. So if you want to come out for an incredibly cheap price of the $125 a night and spend the weekend out in LA, please do register for a camp because we'll send you a link for the hotel so that you can go ahead and stay for a very affordable price and see us and be able to have a blast. We really look forward to seeing you there, and let's get back to some more clinic stuff. All right, friends. Anybody have anything on their mind? Because honestly, today, what I might have us do, if folks don't have things on their mind that you want to go through, we might actually call it a little early so that I can get some other things I need to do wrapped up, and then we can pick up on Friday and next week. Also, this coming Monday, we will be launching Marketplace Mondays. That'll probably be a 2-hour stream. And the idea of Marketplace Mondays is that you can come and we're going to go look at Marketplace apps. So look out for that on the community site or on ace.atlassian.com. And we're just going to go over like whatever Marketplace apps you all want to go over. If people don't have any, then I will pull some up and we'll find some. We're just going to go through the Marketplace apps so that people can, and we'll probably start with like teaching people again how to use the Marketplace, how to think about purchasing apps, how to decide whether you want to, how to do trialing effectively in a sandbox. All of those things, I think, are things that are important for folks to work through. So, yeah. If folks don't have anything else, let me know. I'll hang out here for a second. Let's see. But otherwise, we have the opportunity to grab some time back if you want. And yeah. You can tell I'm a little toast today, probably. Excellent. That's so cool, Justin. Really exciting. Yeah, Friday, we're going to look at Forge. So you'll have the opportunity to look more intentionally around some of the software development stuff that we do. And what I think we may do on Friday is actually just go through getting your Forge environment set up initially, so that if you want to learn how to code in Forge, you have those tools at your fingertips. I always recommend that folks hit ace.atlassian.com. Alex Ortiz from Avatech. We've got Robert Heen from Heen Tech. We have Matt from man, there's too many names and I have a bad brain, but there's just an incredible number of people at ace.atlassian.com in the community-led learning team that are just doing like absolutely phenomenal work. Here we go. This is where I wanted to get to, so I can look at our community-led classes. You have just in the next week, I want to show folks all the things that you can do. All right, so Let me actually share my screen. Let's go take a look at this. Okay. Community-led classes. ace.atlassian.com/community-led-classes. So today we had the clinic. Tonight, actually, Rodney and Alex are doing service project administration. They're planning to take the ACP 620 by mid to late June. So they are actually going to be going through, they're doing live study sessions, which I think are amazing. So it's 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. And not only that, but they do record them so you can go back and check those things out, which is wonderful. Tomorrow, Rob, I believe, is starting his morning off with Confluence for People in human resource teams from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Then we've got Rob's doing a review. He's doing studying for the ACP 420. Oh no, he's on the ACA 900. Ooh, I'm going to call him out. That like it's a review and he put the wrong numbers in there. He's taking the ACA 900 Jira Software Essentials. It's a review session, so it's a great ability to just cover the things on how Jira works. This is really wonderful. Do check it out. That's tomorrow. That's the 8th. That's Friday at 7 a.m. Then on Friday, we've got the clinic. Then Rob's got more stuff coming on Monday. I'll be dropping in another one here for Monday. What do we have here as well? Kat from AppsVio is doing the JSM. This is part 3. She's doing Operations Simplified in JSM. This is great. So this is walking admins and responders through the whole incident lifecycle in JSM. Not only that, but then Rob's got another class probably the next day, Demystifying Confluence App Admin. Alex has one, Field Configurations. And then also we've got, who's this? Selena, also from Grid, is doing Jira for non-tech teams. So our folks, and these are all people in the community. These are not people that work for Atlassian. So these are all people that work, like we are all community members. We're just all sharing our knowledge because we love it. We will be having events on how to use Rovo. I'll be running a couple of labs here on Teach Me How to Rovo. Rob's going to be going over more admin stuff for the ACP 520, Confluence for Complete Beginners. He'll start a whole cohort there. But yeah, folks, like do not miss it. There's so much here. So, ace.atlassian.com/community-led classes. Also, if you work at a large corporation and you want to get more things to happen inside your organization, you use Jira and Confluence. Check out company user groups at Atlassian here, ace.atlassian.com. And you can learn how to start your own group. It'll partner you with folks inside of Atlassian to help you get started. You'll get support, access to Atlassian product folks, and it's really amazing. And then finally, what I want to share information with folks on is, let me go back one more time here. We have other events that are happening all the time. Atlassian community events. I didn't know when they did this Connect with Orbit thing. You can now just do this whenever. That's so cool. You can register with people and you can get connected all the time to meet with people. I actually didn't know that had been rolled out. That's great. Do one-on-one connections with people. But also here, if we do a bunch of events, and let's just call ACE in-person events or an ACE virtual event. What we're looking at here is different places like Miami, Brazil, Australia, Brisbane, Delhi, Istanbul, New York, Indianapolis, Sydney, Slovakia, Dublin, Ireland, the Netherlands, Hungary, Germany, Dallas, Texas, Jakarta, Indiana, or Jakarta, India. Oh Lord, Brian. Anyway, we have. This is what I want to show. Look at all we have chapters all over the place. So probably we have a chapter near you, and if not, and you're really called to, you're excited, you can become a champion. You can become a champion and either be a community champion or a success champion. Success champion is inside your organization. Community champion is being engaged in the larger picture. You can also help out in the community forums. All of those folks in the forums that are always answering things, just come and get involved. Yes, get to see the class tonight, Justin. All you got to do is go to learning. Oh, I want the classes. Man, hold on. Let's get back there. Oh, live training. Nope. It's too many buttons for me to push, and I'm going too fast. Okay, so one more back. All right, ace.atlassian.com. And then what you would do is you would go to learn and community-led classes. But also, it's tonight's one right here. Let me just give you the link. Yeah, and like Lena said, it's all free. Everything on this site is going to be free, unless the only thing that's not free, just so folks know, is that if you get into there is learning that you can do. There is some live learning, live training here. So these are our public. So those are community classes. But if you do public classes, so these can be like these are professional classes, not any more professional necessarily than ours, but like if you need a different time or it's sort of a different sort of situation, these are partners that are often happening. So these may be Atlassian partners. Or Atlassians themselves, like Sven here is doing how to build an AI agent with Rovo. That's probably a free class as well, because if Atlassian's offering it, it's going to be free. So it's just you're going to check if it's on a partner site versus it's on the main community-led classes. I think team training and public classes might have costs. Community-led classes never do. So that's how you can tell the difference there. And then there's a wealth of stuff on YouTube. So with that, friends and folks, I think I'm going to say goodbye to you all today. Thank you so much. Thank you for being willing to allow me to have a slightly shortened schedule today. I just have a lot of things to catch up on after an 8-hour power outage and a dog that was sick. But everybody's fine now. So let me actually go back to making me the most cool thing on this stream. And you all take care and have a great day. Bye.